Welcome's Update Nation. What a weekend it was at Washougal, serving up a potent cocktail of drama, breakthroughs, and a stark reminder of the relentless challenges in professional motocross. From contentious collisions to triumphant returns and ongoing bike development sagas, there's a lot to unpack. Let's dive into the pivotal moments and the latest on some of our sport's biggest names. The 250MX class at Washougal delivered exactly the kind of fierce, unpredictable racing fans crave, starting with a moment that had everyone talking. The highly anticipated amateur rivalry between Deegan and Ryder nearly ignited for the lead. Just as it was about to happen, with Ryder D out front, the two collided mid-air. Deegan somehow managed to land on a sideways gas and stay on two wheels, a testament to his incredible bike control. However, Ryder ended up on the ground, ending their direct battle almost as quickly as it began. who is showing more and more potential this season, finished 11th in Moto 1 after the incident, recovering to 8th in Moto 2 for 10th overall. He now sits 13th in the 250MX standings with 128 points. Meanwhile, for Deegan, despite an NBC-sponsored propaganda video preceding his worst start of the season, which cost him the overall victory, he still demonstrated impressive racecraft. He masterfully picked his way up from around 7th to 2nd place in Moto 2. While this wasn't enough to secure the overall win, he went 1-2 for 47 points, losing the tiebreaker to Joe Shimoda. His consistency keeps him firmly in the championship hunt. Deegan maintains the points lead in the 250MX standings with 368 points, 45 points clear of Joe Shimoda's 323 points. But the drama didn't stop there. JLX Swole suffered a hard hit while leading Moto 1. Swole, who has been incredibly impressive in recent weeks coming back from an Achilles injury, took a significant spill. While he attempted to rejoin the race after being slow to get up, race officials black flagged him out of medical concern, and he did not race Moto 2. On Sunday, Swole posted on Instagram that he was 0 and that he was black flagged for medical reasons, but did not provide further injury details. This is a bitter blow for Swole, who had secured a 2nd overall at Redbull and has been battling through a torn UCL in his thumb. He is currently 19th in the 250MX standings with 103 points. The 450MX class saw a major shakeup at Washougal, with Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac finally finding the golden setup they've been searching for. This pivotal change put them squarely back into contention at the front of the pack. Chase Sexton made history by becoming the first rider not named Jet Lawrence to win an overall this outdoor season. Sexton, never one to shy away from accountability, was quick to credit a different setup on his KTM as the key reason for his triumph. He openly admitted to making bad choices previously, explaining, "I found something that I was really comfortable on and was in the same zone as these guys. Like, same zip code. Was able to see them, so that was nice." His honesty about past testing leading to a suboptimal race setup underscored his commitment to finding what truly works in a race environment. Sexton's performance at Washougal, especially his Moto 1 route, and a dazzling pass on Hunter Lawrence in Moto 2 before the red flag, was arguably his best all year. He secured the overall victory with 1-2 moto scores, earning 47 points, which significantly aids his Super Motocross, SMX, points position. Eli Tomac also capitalized on finding a better setup on his Yamaha, delivering one of his strongest performances of the season, with 3-3 moto finishes for 3rd overall, 38 points. His renewed speed and ability to challenge the Lawrence brothers indicate that the veteran is hitting his stride. The entry of Jorge Prado into the AMA Pro Motocross Championship was heralded as a seismic event. A 4-time FIM Motocross World Champion, celebrated for his precision, unparalleled starts, and smooth, momentum-driven style, he was expected to immediately contend with the likes of Jet Lawrence, Eli Tomac, and Chase Sexton. Yet, as the season unfolds, the reality has been starkly different. Prado, despite flashes of his innate speed, is consistently struggling to showcase his true potential on the Monsterenergy Kawasaki, leaving fans, pundits, and undoubtedly the team scratching their heads in genuine bewilderment. From Prado's perspective, this isn't about lack of effort or talent. It's fundamentally about feel and comfort on the machine. As he has candidly expressed, a champion of his caliber expects to be winning races, or at the very least, locked in fierce battles at the sharp end of the pack. The unsettling truth for him is that he often feels he's just cruising, even when he briefly found himself in podium contention at Southwick or leading at Redbull. This isn't out of complacency, but a deep-seated professional instinct to prioritize safety. Prado famously stated a couple of years ago that he'd rather take a sixth than crash, a philosophy rooted in his extensive MXGP career, where championship consistency often trumped risky heroics. He reiterated this sentiment to Lewis Phillips at Vital MX, emphasizing that his current discomfort prevents him from truly pushing the envelope. The core of the problem lies in the elusive golden setup. Motocross bikes are highly sensitive machines, and a setup that works for one rider can be completely alien to another, especially when riding styles differ significantly. Prado's style is a masterclass in finesse and throttle control, relying on big power to torque around the track using momentum and precision. He's incredibly smooth, rarely abusing the throttle, and rides predominantly on feel. This is a stark contrast to the traditional Kawasaki mold, which has historically found immense success with riders like Eli Tomac and Ryan Villopoto, riders who attack the track with an aggressive, wide open, hanging off the back style, often pushing the bike through rough terrain with sheer force. Even Jason Anderson, to an extent, shares elements of this aggressive approach in Supercross. This fundamental stylistic mismatch means Prado requires a bike that caters to his unique needs, a setup that provides the precise feel and confidence he needs to exploit his strengths. He told his mechanics in his YouTube video on his first US season that, "When I am more comfortable on the bike, I will push more and my level will go up." The challenge is finding that precise configuration. While he initially felt he'd found a better base setup a couple of weeks ago, the consistency just isn't there. The roughness of AMA tracks and their unique downhill sections often amplify any setup deficiencies, pushing him out of his comfort zone and into an area where his feel and precision are compromised. The frustration is palpable for both Prado and Kawasaki. The team is undoubtedly working tirelessly to find the ideal setup, but as of now, it's simply not clicking. The fact that Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac found significant improvements in their performances at Washougal precisely by dialing in their bike setups inadvertently prove Prado's point. A comfortable, confidence-inspiring machine is paramount for top-tier performance. Adding to the complexity are external factors, an injury prior to the season, and a significant lack of testing time due to his late transition to the new team and series. These elements have compounded the difficulty of adapting to an entirely new bike, from a steel to an aluminum frame, new tracks, and a different race format. It wasn't supposed to be this arduous. The clock is ticking. With the focus set to shift from outdoor motocross to supercross preparations in the next 6 to 8 weeks, Prado will only have a couple of weeks before the start of the 2026 outdoor season to truly refine his setup for American motocross. If he can unlock the elusive comfort on the Kawasaki, America will witness a totally different rider, the championship contending, bullet version we know from MXGP. However, if that crucial connection with the bike cannot be established, the question looms large. What happens next? It's hard to imagine the current situation continuing indefinitely from either Jorge's or Kawasaki's perspective. Something, fundamentally, needs to change for this partnership to fulfill its immense potential. In exciting news for international Supercross fans, 17-year-old AMA Supercross Rookie of the Year, Cole Davies, is officially confirmed to race at the 2025 Boost Mobile AusXOpen. Tickets for the November 22nd showdown at Marvel Stadium are on sale now. Hailing from Waitoki, New Zealand, Davies shocked the Supercross world with a breakout rookie season in the US-based 250 cubic centimeters West Coast AMA Supercross Championship, competing for the famed Monsterenergy star racing team. His return to Australia, where his Supercross journey began as an amateur, sets the stage for him to go bar-to-bar with the world's elite in the SX2 250 cubic centimeters class. This stacked lineup already includes global icons Jet and Hunter Lawrence, top Australian talent, and more international heavyweights yet to be announced. The 2025 AusXOpen marks the 10-year anniversary of the largest Supercross event outside the US, promising an even bigger, louder, and unmissable spectacle this November. As AusXOpen director, Kelly Bailey stated, Cole is one of the most promising young riders in World Supercross, and his return to Australia is a massive moment for fans across both Australia and New Zealand. What a whirlwind of news from the tracks and paddocks. From the intense battles at Washougal to the ongoing quest for setup perfection, and the exciting confirmation of Cole Davies heading down under, the world of motocross never ceases to deliver. We'll be keeping a close eye on all these stories as the season progresses. Stay tuned to the Update channel for all the latest.